Could it be that, oh, I know what the problem is. Let's just see if I can do this real quick. Oh, yes, we are going live. Okay, we are live. Here we are. Okay, we're live, all right, on WCRS 98.5 FM, 1450 AM on Facebook. So, how was your weekend? How do you like my hat here this morning? I'll be wearing hats and whatnot for the Christmas season. So hopefully you will tune in and check it out just to see what I'm wearing. Ho, ho, ho. It's the holidays. That's right. All right. So, who went to the parade? Saw the parade. It was, City of Greenwood did post a video of it, so that's pretty cool. This is very odd here with my thing here today, with my screens here today. Anyways, there you go. All right, they did post a live video of it, so you can see it. City of Greenwood, see the whole video. I think it was like 35 plus minutes. I'm going to be truthful. I did not go to the parade. I was at the Veterans Center after the parade, where we had a very nice ceremony honoring veterans whose names had been added to the scroll for this coming year. The money that is raised for that, you could have paid anywhere from $5 on up, was to help with programs at the Veterans Center. But it was delicious little treats and a nice time to mingle and remember those that have passed on and for those who are still here. They had two groups. I'm sure if you would like to add a name to it, you can still go by and see them at the Veterans Center. So I did make it to that, but and Penny sat in the car the whole time. This is what she says as she's sitting in the car. Why am I have to sit in the car? Why can't you take me in with me? You know everybody waits for me. What is the deal, Ann Eller? Come on, let me out of this car. Actually, she's very good. If she ever gets to go to one of these events, she's going to say next time, why didn't you let me out of that car? I want to go see what's going on. My people are waiting for me. Anyway, she did a great job. It was a nice little ceremony over there, but the weather, oh my God, to everybody that went, kudos to you for being hardy. Let me tell you, those were hardy people out there with the cold and the wind, etc. So that, of course, was the big news of the parade. Connie Maxwell had their big event, their drive-through, and that was so well attended. And then there were so many other events that were well attended this weekend. I got to tell you, I have had one of the most blessings come my way. It's true. We have our toy drive going on for about 300 children. Y'all probably, if you listen here on WCRS, if you talk to me, you know I'm talking about it everywhere. We have this great toy drive that we do every year for District 50, and this year we added District 51. Well, I've been a little concerned. If you watched any of my videos, you know I was running around to the different places, going in and seeing what was going on. But I've had several very cool blessings. When we were at Dairy Queen, lady came up after we did the live hit there on Facebook and just handed me $5 and said, here, this is for the children. That was very, very, very exceptional. Later that after, I guess it was Friday afternoon, someone came by and said, here's for your Christmas fund, and it gave us some more money for the Christmas fund, and that was exceptional. But the most surprising thing that happened was somebody from Walterboro, they have a foundation, Kyra's Dream Foundation, contacted me and said, we would like to help with your toy drive. And at first I'm like, from Walterboro, South Carolina. Well, I called the lady up because we need toys. We need lots of toys. I called the lady up and she tells me a story of this little girl who had cancer as a child, then got recovered from it, then got brain cancer. And how, when faced with the diagnosis of the brain cancer, I believe she was 14, she told her dad, I don't want to go through chemotherapy, etc., etc. And she died. That really touched my heart because it made me think about Jeff and how we had fought so hard on cancer. And then he got the diagnosis of his brain cancer. And he goes, Ann, I just don't want to go anywhere. I just don't want to fight it. If there's something that can knock it back, just a little bit of help and it can be happen here, that's great. But I'm done. I'm through with the pain and the torture and everything else of going through that. Well, she said that this little girl, Kyra, had told her dad that she didn't want to go through the chemotherapy, the pain, all this kind of stuff. And she said after the little girl, Kyra, wanted to make sure that children always could play and always had toys. So this year they were doing a toy drive down there in Walterboro. And she started calling places to take the toys to. And I talked to her yesterday. I didn't know the piece of the story until last night. Well, she told me that she had called so many places down there in their area, and orphanages, children's homes, all these places that she could think of. And she said nobody wanted the toys. They all said give them to somebody else. And she told her husband, this is the bonus mom, I guess, the stepmom, she said, I'm going to call a couple more places, but if we can't find any place for it, we'll just do a community give back down there in Walterboro. Well, she called up here, and she called to Pathway House, and Pathway House and I have a working relationship since they don't need the toys, and we do need toys. Pathway House refers the people that call that want to donate and help, and we've got to say a big shout out to Anthony Price over there because we've been doing this for several years, and we've gotten several nice donations because of people calling to help Pathway House, and they end up helping us, and it is so much appreciated. So Pathway House gave them our number. Well, I started talking to her and I said, oh my gosh, if it's just a vision here, we could definitely use your toys. So Kyra's bonus mom, Amber, is driving up here today to bring a truckload of toys. Is that not the most amazing thing that you could hear of? I'm totally blown away. I'm blown away because of a couple of things. Number one, their daughter had cancer, beat it, and then brain cancer. Jeff had cancer, beat it, and then got brain cancer. So the parallels here are just unbelievable. The idea that this little girl wanted children to always be able to play is an amazing story. And I am so looking forward to meeting Kyra's stepmom, Amber, with a truck full of toys this afternoon that will make our job at WCRS and the Lakelands Marines and all of us a little easier because we're going to get an extra special donation this year. So I'll have more to report on that. We're going to try to do live video when she comes this afternoon. So I hope if you're not already signed up either on my site, on my Facebook page, Anne, A-N-N-E, Eller, E-L-L-E-R, or you could be on WCRS 98.5 FM. Actually, all you need to do is put in WCRS radio on Facebook. If you follow me, get notifications, you'll find out about it. If not, we'll be talking about it tomorrow morning on the radio. But this is one of those things that is such a great blessing. It sometimes just shows when when things seem dark, when you don't know what you're going to do, the people never disappoint. They always come through. Whether it was the $5 donation in Dairy Queen, whether it was the donation where somebody knocked on the door and said, "I've got a donation for you, Anne," or whether it is any of a number of donations that are still coming in to help us. Chick-fil-A has come on in a big way to get their donations up. You know, Chick-fil-A likes to show that they are number one, and they are coming on with a big one. All you have to do is take a toy to Chick-fil-A, and they will give you a coupon. They will give you a coupon either for nuggets or for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I think it's 8 nuggets or a Chick-fil-A sandwich. So please, please, please support our toy drive. We're getting this nice donation, but it simply helps spread the love, and we have so many more children to help with. This is just such a big, big, big deal to help our school districts 50 and 51 with the toys and the excitement and the joy of Christmas for children. So I wanted to say thank you very much to all who have donated. I still need your donations. Don't think you can stop now. It's just made it that much better for us for all the things we're doing for our kids. So thank you, thank you, thank you. This is something. Sometimes stuff just happens, and you have to ask yourself from whence it comes. But I know from whence it comes. It comes from above, and I feel blessed to be in this position to help bring these forces together for good in our community. So we'll be reporting back on that this afternoon. So stay tuned right here on WCRS. Make sure you get on our notifications so you'll get some live video too, if you'd like. If not, we'll talk about it tomorrow. So that's what we've got going on here today. That's just one of those things you just don't know sometimes. You don't know why things come together, but they surely do. But the thing that blew my mind away was the parallel between Jeff and this little girl, Kyra, and they're coming all the way from Walterboro to deliver these toys. Such a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's called Kyra's Dream Foundation. All right, so that's one part of what's going on today. That's a very, very good part. Let's go ahead and check the weather this morning. It is not too nice out there. I gotta say, I could use a little sunshine on my shoulder. What do we got? It's 34 degrees out there right now. Feels like, it's 39 degrees. Popped up here. 39 degrees, and we are looking for a high of 46, a low of 31. We do have cloudy skies out there. Today is a slight chance of a rain shower, high of 46. Tonight will be a low of 31, and then the rain is gone. Tomorrow will be a high of 42, intervals of clouds and sunshine, high of 42. That's a good thing, because tomorrow I turn into a band leader. That's right. Tomorrow is the Burton Center Parade. Whoop, whoop. That starts at 12:30 right out there at the Burton Center. You're going to want to see that parade. I tell you what, there's a crazy woman leading a band. It's called the Burton Boombox Band, along with a lot of other people making for a fun parade as we march around the Burton Center. Now, what is the Burton Boombox Band, Ann? We are going to be playing the Christmas marching music on the radio. That's right, for half an hour tomorrow, we're going to be playing Christmas music on the radio during Clay and Buck. 12:30 to 1-ish is when we'll be playing the music. Looking forward to this parade every year. We've got a group of clients who will be carrying boom boxes, and we'll be out there marching around as a crazy woman. Ann Eller marches around there too, and we'll have the Chick-fil-A cow. We will have, what else will we have? The Chick-fil-A cow, the fire engine, the mayor. I mean, everybody's going to be there for the parade. Won't you join us? Won't you join us? I hope to have a Facebook live stream going on it tomorrow. Hopefully this year it'll actually work. That's right. Hopefully it'll work. So you can tune in on that. That'll be Tuesday right there on WCRS. Anyways, that's going to be so much fun. Hope you'll join us out there along with a lot of other people spreading Christmas joy at the Burton Center. I say it's the best parade ever. We got the best Christmas spirit. We've got golf carts. We've got fire engines, police vehicles. We're even going to have a trash truck from Emerald Sanitation's going to be in it. Now, I'm going to tell you what. Isn't that terrific? We have that too. So, as we get ready for this winding up, baby, week here, I got to be really pumped up and ready to go. Well, that'll be difficult, Ann. I know. Anyways, we're going to have a good time. Hope you'll join us. All right. So that's another thing going on. Lots of other events, and we'll talk more about those. But real quick, I want to give you some updates on something. Today, President Trump is, where is my article? Where is it? Has just posted on Truth Social that they are going to have, is going to sign the One Rule executive order to federalize AI regulation. This, I think, is most interesting. Trump says companies shouldn't need 50 approvals from 50 states. President Trump on today posted on social media that he plans to federalize artificial intelligence regulations with a one rule executive order this week to help the U.S. continue to lead in the global race for emerging technology. Trump wrote this on Truth Socials. There must be only one rule book if we are going to continue to lead in AI. We are beating all countries at this point in the race, but that won't last long if we are going to have 50 states, many of them bad actors, involved in rules and the approval process. There you go. You can't expect a company to get 50 approvals every time they want to do something. That will never work. So that's what he says he's going to do. He says he expects to sign this executive order sometime this week. We must have one standard instead of patchwork of 50 state regulatory regimes, and argued that overregulation at the state level was threatening the investment and the expected growth of AI. So on Sunday, Google CEO Sundar Pichai made a call for national AI regulation to compete with China for more effective growth of AI in our country. So he said that there are more than 1,000 AI-related bills currently moving through state legislators, could create confusing rules that make it harder for U.S. companies to compete globally. How do you cope with those varied regulations? How do you compete with countries like China, which are moving fast in this technology? So I think we have to get the balance right. So there you go. That's what is going to be happening. But you know what I say? The more government control we have, the worse it is. I don't doubt that I don't doubt that what they're saying is true. But I do worry about the government having this much control. You know what I'm talking about. If you ever listen here, you know what I'm talking about. So that's just another story to be aware of. So if you've got a comment or a question here this morning, 864-332-9355, 864-332-9355. That's what we have for a number for you to call in, text, however you'd like to do it. It's a great way. It's a great way for us to be able to connect and for me to be able to see your message immediately. I still need more donations for my toy drive, so don't think this lets you off the hook. I still need more donations. I just want people to know, just going back to that other, because somebody just said, oh, okay, you don't need my donation. Yes, we still need your donations, please. Got to have them in-house in the toy boxes by Wednesday. You could drop them off here at WCRS on Thursday. Friday, we make the deliveries. Friday, we'll be making deliveries to District 50 early Friday morning. So that's why I'm saying I got to have them by Thursday. Please get together with us. And I got to say a big thank you to the Lakelands Marines. They have been instrumental in our process in making that and been our partners for the last 3 years. So there you go. Just wanted to share that with you. Somebody just said, what a blessing. I think it's proof that the Lord works in mysterious ways. I think that that's true. And I think the very fact that this foundation and the parallels between what happened with Jeff, who has been gone for 5 years, and this little girl, Kyra, who died of brain cancer, also are amazing. So thank you very much. Gives me chills, actually, to think about it. I can't wait to meet the family and see what they have been able to put together from down there in Walterboro. All right, so let's talk about the rest of the news out there this morning. So that is a big story that is out there with the Trump social saying that he's going to sign a one rule for everybody to follow. But you know as well as I do, they're not going to follow it. They'll come up with their own rules. Anyways, let's talk about another one. This weekend is the first time that I've heard people really talking about what they're going to do about health care. Well, it's about time. Somebody must have been tuned in over here on WCRS, right? Somebody must have been tuned over here. This is something that we need to have information on this because this Obamacare subsidy fight intensifies as Republicans target rising costs and fraud. So this is Senator Bill Hagerty joins Mornings with Maria to warn that rising healthcare inflation, widespread Obamacare fraud, and a looming subsidy fight on Capitol Hill demand immediate reform as Republicans prepare their own plan. Here's what I find interesting. I know it's crying over spilt milk here, but it really jacks my jaws to think that all this time has gone on, right? And here we are at the very end, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, whatever it is, to the end of the year, and we still don't know what's going to happen with the health care plan. So Sunday was yesterday. That really was technically the end of your Medicare time to get your Medicare supplements. But a lot of people that are on Obamacare don't know what's going to happen. The insurance companies don't know what is going to happen. So this is just really a travesty. Something has to be done. There's ideas of extending the Obamacare subsidies for 2 years, 3 years. The Republicans, I guess there's a possibility of a year plan. It just seems to go on, doesn't it? And here we sit with people not knowing whether they're going to be able to afford health care, whether they're not going to be able to afford health care. I think the health care savings accounts that the government could give you money just for you to decide is a great idea, but where's the implementation? Where is it all at? There is no plan that has been put forth. And now, of course, everybody's going to want to go home for Christmas, right? So are they actually going to stay and finish it? A lot of people are getting very frustrated with Mike Johnson, the head of the House of Representatives. Doesn't seem to be a lot of conversation going forth, and so that is another issue that is just trying to get some answers. I don't know, but I find it really, really hard to believe that here we are. But this is how Congress always does it, don't they? They wait till the very last minute before they do anything, and then everybody is sweating it, and it's like, oh my God, they did something. So, will something happen here? I have no idea. By the way, coming up, this looks interesting. By the way, Nancy Mace says that she helped secure over $400 million in federal grants for South Carolina. Congressman Nancy Mace today announced she has helped local governments, nonprofits, small businesses, and organizations secure over $400 million in federal grants since the start of 2024. These competitive awards span infrastructure, public safety, education, veterans, and economic and workforce development across South Carolina's 1st District. Over the past 2 years, we've helped bring home more than $400 million in federal funding to the Low Country. We must move fast, coordinating with agencies and delivering letters of support within 24 to 48 hours, because when South Carolina is competing, every hour matters. No one will outwork us to bring you your tax dollars back here. So that is something that she is touting. I guess she's back on track for running for governor, right? Because it's all about bringing home the bacon, right, Nancy? Yeah, that's right. I think she realizes she might have made a mistake by making that big issue down there at the airport there in Charleston. But anyways, Nancy Mace, she is running hard to run for your governor. I don't know. What do you think about it? Are you on board with Nancy Mace? 864-332-9355. Do you think she's too much of a fly rod, or are you thinking that this is a good thing? Inquiring minds want to know. All right. What else do we have going on here today? We have, what do we have? Oh, Ralph Norman is going to be at the Republican. He also is running for governor. He is going to be at the Republican meeting, which will be at the courthouse at 6 o'clock tonight. They would love for you to be there, whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent. They would love for you to come and hear what Ralph Norman has to say. I think Ralph Norman, of course, is currently in Congress. He is, well, I think he's looking for an off-ramp to get out of Congress since he keeps tangling with Trump. He has Trump tanglement issues. And in the end, every time he's done that, what does he do? He capitulates. But why does he go there if he's going to capitulate? This is what I don't understand about people. If you have a position and you think it's a winning position, then you should stake your position and stay with it. Well, what about being convinced otherwise? Most of them are only convinced because they worry about being destroyed by Trump, right? So, anyways, just my just my personal opinion on that. But it looks like we're not going to be able to get together with Ralph Norman today, but we'll have him back on the radio at some point if he stays in the race. That'll be interesting. So if you've got questions for Ralph Norman, if you'd like to see Ralph Norman, tonight at 6 o'clock, he will be speaking at our local GOP at the courthouse. Check that out. That is, all are welcome to come to that meeting. So make sure you check that out. All right. So what else have we got going on here today? I tell you what I think we're going to do here this morning. I think we are going to have a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. We've got all kinds of specials and everything going on with our toy drive. We've got to say a big thank you to our partners on the toy drive, because you are making it so that we will be hopefully very successful in our toy drive and make sure that we are able to help our community thrive and make sure that no children are left behind. So without further ado, we are going to play some commercials that will tell you what's going on. Here's Chick-fil-A's commercial about how they are tempting you to bring a toy to Chick-fil-A or to between Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Take it away.
Hey, this is Scott with Chick-fil-A of Greenwood. This season, Chick-fil-A is partnering with WCRS and Greenwood District 50, and we're inviting you to be the heart of the holidays. Our goal is to collect 300 new toys to help children in our community experience the joy of Christmas morning. Now through December 10th, you can stop by our store and drop off a new unwrapped gift. And when you do, we'll give you a card good for a free Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich or 8-count nuggets. It's our small way of saying thank you for being part of the magic of Christmas morning. Because when you give a gift, you're not just donating, you're creating that moment of excitement, surprise, and joy for a child who might not experience it otherwise. So join us. Help us reach 300 toys. Be the heart of the holidays. Donate today at Chick-fil-A Greenwood.
Do you know what I know? That over 300 children in School District 50 and 51, ages 4 to 11, are in jeopardy of having no toys for Christmas. Can you be the heart of the holidays? Drop some toys by December 10th at Chick-fil-A, Dairy Queen, the Museum, Fat Daddy, Polaris Gaming, Lee's Jewelers, Eggs Up Grill, the Fort Club, Cindy's, Dixie Drive-In, Station 75 Fire Department, Neighbors Credit Union, and WCRS and more. And many thanks to the Lakelands Marines for their support. Time is short, but we need all your help to supply toys by December 10th for over 300 4 to 11-year-olds in School District 50 and 51 that may not even have one toy without you. Thank you, and God bless.
This holiday season, give the gift of health and wellness with Greenwood YMCA personal training. Whether it's a fresh start for you or a thoughtful gift for someone special, our certified personal trainers are here to help you crush your goals, one session at a time. From weight loss to muscle building or just getting into a healthy routine, YMCA personal training is personalized for you. Plus, as a Y member, you'll enjoy access to state-of-the-art equipment and a supportive community. Don't wait! Visit the Greenwood YMCA to purchase a gift certificate or sign up today. The Greenwood YMCA, helping you give the gift of thriving, and remember, self-care is the new healthcare.
Davenport's Tree Farm is now open for the holiday season. Cut your own tree, Carolina Sapphire or Leland Cypress, or get a beautiful Fraser fir already cut from North Carolina. Hours Saturday 9 till dark, Sunday 1 till dark, Monday through Friday noon till dark. Don't miss their Christmas shop with tree stands, garlands, sleigh bells, and more. Start a tradition or continue a tradition at Davenport's Christmas Tree Farm, 120 West Deadfall Road.
You know Greenwood and Abbeville, where shows and bells are. But do you recall the most famous parade of them all?
That's right, the Burton Center Parade, the best Christmas parade of the season. Tuesday, December 9th, 12:30 at the Burton Center. 2605 Highway 72, 221 East. So take your lunch break, hear it on WCRS 98.5 FM, and see it at the Burton Center. Horses, floats, cheerleaders, fire trucks, the Chick-fil-A cow, Burton Center train, classic cars, music by the Burton Center Boombox Band. The best Christmas parade of the season. Don't miss it. Tuesday, December 9th, 12:30 at the Burton Center. It's the parade with a heart. It's only at the Burton Center, and it's simply the best.
This holiday season, wrap up the year strong at the Greenwood YMCA. Right now, become a member and pay $0 until January. That's right, $0 to get started. At the Y, you'll find more than a gym. You'll find a supportive community, fun classes, welcoming faces, and a place where your goals truly matter. So why wait? Start your wellness journey today and step into the new year feeling stronger than ever. Join today at the Greenwood YMCA or visit lakelandsymca.org. The Y. There's no place like this place.
No, that's right. There is no place like this place. So go get in shape at the Y. You've got a free, I'm telling you, a free month right there on at the Y. All you got to do is sign up, take a look at it, see if you'd like to be a member at the Y. I tell you what, with 60 plus programs, even have 2 hours of childcare so you can work out in peace. That's right, and all different type of programs to keep it interesting, from Pilates, yoga, spin cycle. I'm telling you what, they got it all going on over there. I hope you will check out the Y. When you compare value for value, the Y is the best value. Why? Because they care about you. They want you to have a great experience. And so that is why go to the Y to start getting in shape. Check it out during the holidays, during December here. And then guess what? You'll be saying, why haven't I done this sooner? There you go. Yes, it's the YMCA right here, the Lakelands YMCA. Check it out. Go sign up. Be part of the Y family. You'll be glad you did. They are totally invested in making sure that your health is something that they are helping you with day in and day out. I think every time I go to the Y, it's always so friendly. They just are so glad to see you. They've got the pool. They've got the basketball courts. They got pickleball. They got, you asked for it, I'm sure they probably have it, so check it out. All right, now I just happened to, and then don't forget, Chick-fil-A is doing giving you, if you take a toy to Chick-fil-A, they will give you a free coupon this is a coupon you'll have to go back and redeem it, for a Chick-fil-A sandwich or Chick-fil-A nuggets. That's right. This is WCRS 98.5 FM, 1450 AM. So they will do that over there at Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen. They have their mini blizzard. Bring a toy, get a mini blizzard. So see, you can have lunch on all these great restaurants here, and you can have breakfast over there at Eggs Up Grill, because guess what? They'll give you 10% off your meal. Now, these will all be coming to an end as of Wednesday afternoon. So Thursday, we got to be getting the stuff ready to be distributed, and Friday, we take the trailer on the road and distribute it early. Friday afternoon, what am I doing? I'm going to see the Trans-Siberian Christmas show that they're doing up there in Greenville, and hopefully I'll stay awake, because I have a feeling I'll be pretty tired, but I'm pretty pumped about that too. All right, so what else do we have going on? Oh yeah, I just read this great story. Yes, this is what socialism, communism is all about. Mandani is saying what? Mayor-elect Zohan Mandani to ditch rent-stabilized Queens apartment and move into Gracie Mansion. Moving on up. That's right. That's what he's doing, moving on up. And this is what he says. This is from the New York Post. Mayor-elect Zohan Mamdani revealed Monday he will ditch his rent-stabilized Queens apartment and move to Gracie Mansion with his wife, Rama, after his inauguration. The Democratic socialist, who has been living in a 2,300 one-bedroom apartment in Astoria, said the decision was down to his family's safety. My wife, which is his wife, which he just got married to, I might add. My wife, Rama, and I have made the decision to move into Gracie Mansion in January. What else does it say? We will miss much about our home in Astoria. Cooking dinner side by side in our kitchen, sharing a sleepy elevator ride with our neighbors in the evening, hearing music and laughter vibrate through the walls of the apartment, he continued. This decision came down to our family's safety and the importance of dedicating all of my focus on enacting the affordability agenda New Yorkers voted for. All the while, he has now moved or will be moving in January into the big house, Gracie Mansion, which is very, very nice. And my question to you, Mamdani, is, once you've tasted Gracie Mansion, will you ever go back to a one-bedroom rent-controlled apartment? Oh, I forgot. You're going to fix everything so you'll stay in office forever, right? There you go. All right, that is another short story that I thought was kind of fun to look at and see how fast we change. You know, there's a great country song that says basically, God, how does that song go? Peanut butter was fine before I tasted filet mignon, but now that I've tasted filet mignon, peanut butter isn't so fine. And it has several different verses of things that show moving on up. All right, 864-332-9355, 864-332-9355. Please make sure to let me know how I'm doing on the show. If you've got a news tip, something going on, love to hear from you too. So, what else we got? What else? Yeah, okay, this is true. The 27th, Chris just reminded me, Clemson is playing the Pinstripe Bowl against Penn State. Yeah. What do we do? Got to come up with a bowl for this and a bowl for that? I mean, we come up with, what is the Pinstripe Bowl? I have even no idea. But that is on December 27th. So I guess that means their kickoff is at 12 noon. So they will start their pregame show at 9 o'clock. And that is, of course, the 27th, big weekend for our Clemson Tigers, and we'll of course carry that right here on WCRS. Yeah, Chris wanted to know. I kept saying moving on up. Yeah, is it the Jeffersons? Kind of sounds like it, doesn't it? Yep. You know what I think is so interesting? You know, you can always refer back to some of the old half-hour little shows that were on. Little shows. They were huge shows. You know, things like the Jeffersons, Sanford and Son, all these type of shows really gave you a feel for true Americana life, right? And now here we are today looking at these shows, scoffing at these shows, right? But they gave us true insight, and you can always refer to those too. Hey, I don't know whether you saw President Trump as the master of ceremonies for the award ceremony that they had for all these actors, actresses. Quite an impressive group that he had there for that. And I didn't get to see the show. I hope to go back and be able to see it. But, you know, you got to give President Trump his due as far as being proud of our country, proud of it. And I love his comments. I just always love his comments about what the media is going to say about him. I mean, he really has adopted a good way to think about the way things are. Now, they won't ever give me any credit for doing this. They won't do any of this. They'll say I'm asleep. They'll say this, that, and the other. I mean, some of it really is kind of hilarious, So, what else do we have going on? I had a couple of other articles. What did I do with them here this morning? Big article about one of the things that this Doge, South Carolina, wants to see taken up is judges, how we pick judges. Most interesting article. I don't think I'm going to go over it today, but I did read that yesterday. Did think that this is a subject that needs to be addressed. Part of our problem here in South Carolina is the good old boys that we have in politics. And it'll be interesting to see what can be done on that. But Doge, what's his name? Rami is big into saying something has to be done about this. And I certainly believe that it is the same thing. You cannot have the same judges, right? The same people that are judges who have been elected by our legislatures. There needs to be a change in how that is done. So we'll talk more about that maybe tomorrow. But it is another way that the Supreme Court is really, the Supreme Court, all our courts here in South Carolina are rather tainted. Now, they are selected, as you know, if you listen to this show, they are selected by a group of legislators, and then it goes to the, they're voted on, and then it goes to the governor, and they are signed off on. But is there a better way to do it? Is there a better way to have more people? Over the years, I have been aghast at the number of people who had good possibilities to become judges who just dropped out. And anytime I asked any of our legislators, well, why did they drop out? Why didn't they go? Well, they knew they weren't going to get it, so they thought it would look better if they dropped out and they might get something else. So I certainly am looking forward to following up on that story. And it is not too long where, guess what? We are going to be back in legislative agendas in January, so it's coming right around the corner. All right, anything else I need to talk about here this morning? I probably should cue you in on a few things that are happening. So I'm going to see if I can do that. Hopefully I can. That's right. Let's see, check it out and sign up. Wow. Well, let's see. I think it is so great that we have so much service people helping this year with all different causes. From helping you prepare your meal. I just saw where Granny's Hands will have food ready to pick up and take home on Christmas Eve. That's pretty awesome. That is pretty awesome. And, so, pretty awesome. Oh, look, there I am. What else did we have? Oh, my goodness. Well, we got the parade for Burton Center on Tuesday. We've got Wednesday morning. I got to be somewhere at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not going to tell you what it is. You'll have to be tuned in and checking it out. So that'll be pretty cool. We've got all our politicians and everything running around trying to make sure they are ready for what? For getting their name out there. I told you Ralph Norman will be here this evening, 6 p.m. right there at the at the courthouse at 6 p.m. Those are a few of the things. Chick-fil-A, of course, is doing what? They're giving you a free Chick-fil-A sandwich or a nuggets. You get a coupon if you take a toy. Dairy Queen, of course, is doing a free mini blizzard if you take a toy. Eggs Up Grill is giving you 10% off your meal. All of these things are huge and so helpful. So I hope you will get out as we come to a close on our toy drive for District 50 and District 51. I hope you will come out and help us with this. You can also drop toys off here. You can also make a donation. So please, please, please help us reach our goal of making Christmas great and sparkly and wonderful for over 300 children that have been identified by District 50 and District 51 through their school counselors, who through no help of their own will not have Christmas unless we step in and do something. So please help us out if you can. It would really make a difference to me if you could do this. Now, without further ado, I think I had something else I wanted to tell you. And that's what I got to say, folks. I've got to say, we got to get out of here because I got a busy, busy day with all the things happening. I do want to do a big shout out to Gary Irwin. He posted on Facebook just to kind of close and round things up. Gary Irwin, Shrimp City Slim. He does our blues cruise right here in Greenwood. He posted a historical post about his career as a blues artist, but as a DJ with a blues artist. And he says, Blues Radio History, Charleston, South Carolina, 41 years ago tonight, that was yesterday, Blues in the Night made its debut on public radio, WSCI 89.3 FM in South Carolina's Low Country. The slot that became available, and I grabbed it, was Friday nights at midnight. For most of its run, Blues in the Night was live from the fighter tower of the USS Yorktown, the aircraft carrier, above the Cooper River at Patriots Point. Local public radio had its weekly blues voice for 17 years before the network derailed. After that, I was lucky to be able to carry the theme over to a bevy of commercial statements to another couple to add to it, 22 years. As we are all aware, the times have changed. Radio is not what it once was. Thanks to the radio local legend and station manager, Marcia Warnock, for taking a chance on the blues, and of course our devoted listenership for its long and steadfast support. This was the birth of a Charleston blues scene, which included an annual 10-day Blues Fest, Low Country Blues Bash, 1991 to 2012, a brief but powerful burst of live blues venues, a stable of local blues bands, and all sorts of other crazy stuff. Those were the days, my friends. I have playlists of many of the old shows, and so there you go. I just wanted to say, we never really know when we start down a road what difference we will make, what things that we will make that are so exciting and so happening. And so that's why I wanted to mention that, because when Gary started this, I'm sure he said, well, it'll be fun, I'll just do this. But how impactful that was truly, truly amazing. I got one other story I want to share about Grammy and Emmy Award-winning ensemble lands at GSP during a holiday concert series. Well, what happened? This group of kids were practicing. They were at the Greenwood Spartanburg Airport. This Emmy-winning group, Grammy, decided to drop everything and help them practice. And so it was a moment that these kids, I'm sure, will never forget. I thought to what we do with bringing in great groups into the schools, and how anytime that you can affect students and expert performers together, what a winning combination this is. it was just such a magical night. It says that this group was going to be playing at the Peace Center. They made their way through baggage claim. They heard the incredible music from the McCracken Middle School Orchestra. Not only did Time for Three play along with these talented young musicians, but they also spent time sharing a few lessons, tips, and encouragement with them. Thank you for Time for Three for making this day truly unforgettable. And you got to admit, that probably was truly, truly unforgettable. So congratulations on that. That was pretty cool. All right, we are going to say adieu. Thank you very much, everybody. Please gather up those toys Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Boxes are going to start disappearing, so get in there through Wednesday. We'll be picking them up Thursday to make sure that we have enough to be able to gather the toys. If you'd like to make a donation, please call me, 864-332-9355, a monetary donation. We will be glad to set up a time to make sure we can make that happen. And to all that have contributed, all the toys out there, thank you so, so much. You will make the lives of over 300 children so much brighter because of you. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye. That's going to do it for me. This is WCRS Radio. Let's see if I can find a little something to get us out of here. How about we play a little bit of the Swingin' Medallions, Tangled Up This Christmas With You. Bye-bye, everybody. That's their new single.
Tangled up, tangled up, tangled, tangled, tangled up, tangled up, tangled, tangled, tangled up, tangled up this Christmas with you. It's the grooviest time of the year. Everyone's full of Christmas cheer. Gosh, I got so much to do, but all I think about is being with you. But no, wait, I've got to decorate. The party starts about 8:30. All these tangled box of Christmas lights.